And for more on the bidding process and what's at stake for each nation, I spoke with Andrew Zimbalist. He's an economics professor at Smith College in Massachusetts.
I think that both China and Kazakhstan have teams in Kuala Lumpur, and they're lobbying. They're finding anybody they can and making their pitches, and maybe they're making some trades about future votes. And they're being anxious and nervous and waiting for the vote.
Is the winner sometimes, though, a foregone conclusion? Do you think in this case the decision is already made? And what factors has the IOC been considering in looking at both China and Kazakhstan?
I think obviously there are pluses and minuses in both of the potential hosts. With regard to China, there's an issue about snow and the dependence on artificial snow. There's an issue about it not being compact. To go to the ski venues, you have to travel for 120 miles roughly. I think the big issue with Kazakhstan is this. The big issue is that they haven't done a mega event before. It's not clear that they have the organizational capacity, and it's not clear that they have the financial capacity. Kazakhstan's an economy that depends 25% of its GDP on oil. 60% of all of its export earnings come from oil. And the oil market has been very, very volatile. So how would the IOC feel comfortable allowing a country without any experience hosting the Olympics, knowing how very, very complicated, enormously complex it is to host these games, and has problematic financing? How would they feel comfortable giving the games to Kazakhstan? I'm not sure. Clearly, Kazakhstan has its pluses. It's a more compact model. They have natural snow. It would be the IOC extending itself to a new area, to a less developed area. So I think that there are some pluses from Kazakhstan, but at the end of the day, I can't see the IOC taking the gamble that would adhere to choosing Kazakhstan. Now, the Kazakhstan Olympic Committee is saying, well, don't worry about the finances. We have a sovereign wealth fund with $60 or $70 billion in it. We can tap into that. But, you know, if the Kazakhstan economy is going downhill because of a drop in oil prices or a worldwide recession, and they take money out of the sovereign wealth fund and put tens of billions of dollars into the Olympics, that's not going to be a very good move politically. So I don't think it's a foregone conclusion, but in my view, the China bid is a clear favorite at this point.
Do you think China has the advantage because it has already hosted Olympic Games, the 2008 Summer Games?
They've hosted the Olympics in 2008. They've hosted many other large-scale mega events. They clearly have the organizational capacity to do it. It's a much lower risk. Now, it has a disadvantage of 120 miles to the ski slopes, but China is building a high-speed rail that will lower the time travel from around 3 hours to less than 1 hour. And China's proven that they can do this.